journey, 3 schools. Obviously playing for my dad's been a dream come true, but haven't really reflected a ton. I'm sure I will more after the season, but yeah, it's really just been everything I could have dreamed of, and it's gone really fast.
Your dad says you could have played at a lot of schools, but you chose to kind of follow him through his journey. What was that decision like, and how did you kind of come to choose that?
Yeah, so my senior year I took a few official visits. I went out to Wofford, but it was kind of just the bond I had with the team at Stephen F. Austin. I saw how successful we were. And then playing for your dad, I mean, honestly, I think it's any kid's dream. I mean, I followed his teams around from when I was a little kid, when he was a football coach. I mean, I didn't know any Daytona from Illinois, but just always playing for him was always a dream of mine. So when it came that time, it was just, I couldn't say no, and it's been a dream come true.
Getting to have this level of success in your last season together, what has this year been like compared to some of the others?
Yeah, this year's been special, I think I've taken something different from each season. I've got to be a part of teams that have been the winningest teams in school history. I've got to be a part of a great rebuild at Oklahoma State where we go from 12 to 20 wins. Then obviously the first 2 years here, I got to be a part of a rebuild, and he talks a lot about building the house, and we kind of built that house, and this year we've been able to really grow on that, and that's been something that's been really it's been really rewarding for me as a player, just being in the locker room, seeing how much guys have grown, not even just on the court, but off the court, and kind of seeing how we've taken my dad's culture, family mentality, and we've kind of applied it.
What's the game day look like, right? Do you guys talk a lot before you meet at the arena? Do you talk after, some of these bigger wins? Do you share moments between yourselves after? What's it look like?
Game days, we do not really talk. We have a pretty strict regimen. We'll usually talk after film the night before the game. But game days, we kind of do our own thing, go our own ways. And then we usually try to talk after games, catch up, just talk X's and O's, what we saw, what went well, what we can do better, things of that nature. So that's pretty much a game day.
You talked about how basketball has just been everything for you, means everything to you. Do you see a coaching future? Would you coach with him after this?
Yeah, it's probably a bad strategy, but I've kind of just focused everything on this season and haven't put in too much thought into the future. One of the things he taught me growing up, though, was just passion. And I think basketball is the one thing I have passion for. So I definitely want to stay involved in it in some area. Coaching, there's probably a good chance of that. Just don't tell my mom. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that part of it.
You said you have to get away and get out of the family routine and kind of go and do your own thing. Does that mean that with coaching you'd have to go and start at the bottom and, as he said, sleep on the side of the road at 2 a.m.?
I mean, like I said, we haven't really talked about it, to be honest, and it's not something I've really thought too much about. But I mean, I trust him more than anyone, so probably talk to him after the season, sit down, see what he thinks is best, and just go from there.
Your dad talks about missing stuff. How much when you were a kid did he just miss? Was it just a normal occurrence that he wasn't going to be at stuff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with
not to say it was an absentee dad, but you know.
Like just with obviously our seasons coincided, so obviously he was quite busy, and then even AAU, he had to go watch their guys and all that. But my mom did a great job of filling in. I mean, my dad called me after every game, so I know he did his best, and he was always there with good advice, came to games he could, and I'd say he handled it as well as he could have. So,
what's been the biggest moment for you guys at Illinois?
Biggest moment for us at Illinois? I'll go with the Indiana home win. Just that was win number 20. Kind of sealed. We feel like it sealed the NCAA tournament. So I think that's one of the greatest things as a player. I was kind of telling the guys, because we don't have a ton of experience in it, but like when you hear your name on Selection Sunday, like there's no better feeling in the world as a player, and it's just like everything you've worked for, you've sacrificed, it's paid off. So I'm just really looking forward to that and looking forward to finishing the season the right way tomorrow.
Your dad talks about how much you sacrificed, right, from 3 high schools and then 3 colleges. For him to realize that and appreciate that out of you, what's that mean to you to know that he kind of has that appreciation for what you did?
Yeah, it's awesome. And a lot of people ask me that, and I honestly wouldn't change it for anything. I think it's helped me grow as a person, helped me grow as a player. I've learned so many things along the way. I've kind of looked at the whole thing as a journey, and but to know he appreciates that, I mean, it means the world to me. We've both made sacrifices along the way, and I think it's kind of what family's all about, making sacrifices, helping each other out, and just figuring it out.